You're about to watch me build a better AFC Championship team than the Kansas City Chiefs. I used a paper football and randomly selected helmets, and then I'm going to plug those players into Madden at the end of this video to see if they would go to the Super Bowl instead of the Kansas City Chiefs. The first helmet selected at random was the Pittsburgh Steelers. And what else do you want other than that defense? Get it? What else? Before that first attempt, I had covered and shuffled all the AFC teams' helmets except for the Chiefs. I'm giving you my instant reaction right after I got done filming all of the helmet selections. The second helmet to be revealed at random, I couldn't believe it, the Houston Texans. Was I really considering taking CJ Stroud, the quarterback, at the second pick? Usually I like to leave that pick towards the end of these videos because there are just so many good options, especially in the AFC. I struggled with it, but you know what? You need dynamic playmakers if you're gonna beat the Chiefs, so I locked in CJ Stroud. How about that? Mystery helmet number 3 was an absolute doozy. It was the Denver Broncos helmet, and man, that threw my mind into a complete whirlwind. I couldn't take Russell Wilson at quarterback. Obviously, I wouldn't anyway, but that spot was already filled by CJ Stroud, and at the end of the day, it was really tough, but I went with Sean Payton as the head coach. He's a proven winner in this league. He has a Super Bowl championship under his belt. And I think that if you're going to beat the Chiefs, you got to have experience like that. All right, that brought me to mystery helmet number 4, the paper football. Randomly selected the Jacksonville Jaguars helmet. And for me, this decision was easy. One, because speaking of Madden, which we're going to plug this team into later, Travis Etienne at running back. He is an absolute destroyer of worlds. Sign him up for this team. In the course of selecting mystery helmet number 5, I did have to take a timeout to review the footage because I couldn't tell which helmet was touched first by the paper football. When I did sort all of that out, mystery helmet number 5 was revealed to be the Los Angeles Chargers. Again, kind of kicking myself for taking a quarterback so early because Herbert would have been great to have. But I had to think of someone else. Austin Eckler didn't impress me much this past season, so I went ahead and locked in wide receiver, veteran Keenan Allen. He's going to be our savvy vet on this offense. He's still a warrior, still got a lot of football left in him, and he played tough this season. It was time to select the next helmet, and as you can see, it was the Miami Dolphins. I could not run fast enough. I wish I was Tyreek Hill fast to put that helmet under wide receiver. Who better to help beat the Chiefs than a former Chief? At this point, obviously, I'm feeling really good about my wide receivers. I got 2 different styles of players. The next helmet, though, was the Las Vegas Raiders. I couldn't believe it. I did have a tough time. I went back and forth. Do I want Josh Jacobs at running back? Do I want Davante Adams at wide receiver? And the Packer fan in me won the decision. Davante Adams. This wide receiving core is formidable, and I question Kansas City's secondary if they would be able to keep up with all of them. Ended up having to take another time out when I selected mystery helmet number 8. You're looking at the footage right now, and that helmet ended up being the Baltimore Ravens. And this was a relatively easy decision. Obviously, would have loved to have Lamar at quarterback. That spot's filled already. Sign me up for Mark Andrews, a top-tier tight end. Going into the selection for mystery helmet number 9, I only had running back and offensive line left to fill. The helmet was the New York Jets. So am I going to take their offensive line, who are responsible for the illustrious Aaron Rodgers 2023 highlight video? No. I took Breece Hall at running back. He was a candidate for Offensive Rookie of the Year last year before he got hurt. Kind of a no-brainer. Offensive line was the only position I had yet to select, and that by default was going to be this last mystery helmet, and that ended up being the Buffalo Bills. Pretty happy with that. I'm going to go plug these into a Madden 24 roster and see if they can beat the Kansas City Chiefs in a simulation. I'll be right back. Just got back from doing the Madden simulation, and last year I just remembered it taking me so long, so many attempts to beat the Chiefs in a Madden simulation, building so many teams. They were Super Bowl champions by the time I built a team that was able to beat them, and this team jumped on their ass right away. I couldn't believe it. But I thought they were going to pull a Lions there for a hot second. Kansas City came roaring back, tied the game, and then miraculously my team won in overtime.